All right. So our next team is violating cardinal rule number 1 of presentation, which is never demo a live product. So while they're setting up, let me tell you how Apple does this. You know, like back in the day when we had Steve Jobs, 5 different computers all running the same stuff, 5 people who are sitting there should something go wrong to switch the flip. These guys are running off one computer, which happens to be their personal machine, no person to switch over, and so wish them luck. No, I have seen this. This works well. So, with that being said, I could not imagine a team which is better prepared to do so, because the 2 founders of our next company, Flow, which tackles the global grand challenge of learning, consist of a talented violinist and someone who races bicycles and has made it on 5 podiums and sails boats. With that being said, good luck!
Thank you, Pascal. Look at this beautiful cave painting. Pretty nice, right? Pretty high tech for 10,000 years ago. From the first time humans drew on cave walls, we've been putting our information on flat surfaces with edges. From cave walls to clay tablets to papyrus to paper to video screens, our minds have been trapped in this basic method of presenting information, flat surfaces with edges. Think about it. Every movie you've seen, every book you've read, every PowerPoint or Prezi you've seen, or that you've given, has been on a flat surface. The edges are forming boundaries that limit the scope of our ideas. Our ideas shouldn't be limited by the tyranny of the frame anymore, and with virtual reality, we can let you use your whole brain when you communicate. Our company is Flow Immersive. I'm Jason Marsh. This is my co-founder and chief marketing officer, Greg Moyer. He's driving. Thank you. So let's talk about one of the big problems with presentations, the hidden cost of poor presentations. Microsoft estimates that people are doing 30 million presentations per day. So let's do a little calculation. Say that there are an average of maybe 4 people in a 30-minute meeting, and maybe 25% of that time is wasted with poor slides, distractions, checking your phones. That results in some $225 million per day in time wasted. We're leveraging brain science to provide an information experience that moves people. Science tells us that visual media is first processed in the cerebral cortex. But VR is first processed with our limbic system, or emotional brain. It activates this small region of the brain called the hippocampus. It's responsible for our spatial reasoning, and it also directs how we store memories. When it kicks in, you get it in a whole new way, in a way that's very hard to describe with words. This is one of the big problems with trying to talk about virtual reality on a flat screen. So let me show you what a flow looks like. We're showing some data from the Syrian refugee crisis. We can see the impact of the refugees on neighboring countries. Right now it's populating into Turkey, but you can also see the really powerful impact in Jordan, and the really tall column there is Lebanon. Very hard to demonstrate this on a flat screen, but you get a sense of scale in VR that feels revolutionary. Now we're going to step into a 360 photo of a refugee camp to show you that statistics aren't just numbers. They're tied to people, to real lives. Flow Immersive is building the software to help you turn your ideas and your information into an aha moment. Aha. Understandable in seconds. The potential applications for this is broad. I mean, who doesn't need to communicate more effectively? We're addressing 3 segments: creative agency as partners, enterprise customers, and do-it-yourself users. And why should they care? because with studies coming out now, we know that engagement rates with VR are 10 times higher than with 2D media. So whether you are in a business setting or supporting an important cause like a refugee crisis, your story, your data, your big idea becomes impactful in seconds. For example, start a sales meeting with that key idea, putting your audience into a receptive frame of mind by putting them into your presentation. So Flow is a presentation system that enables anyone to bring their own ideas to life in VR. The entire system runs in a web browser, so there's no app downloads. No programming is required, and it plays on all the major VR platforms, as well as flat screens, such as the presentation we're showing today, which is playing in a browser. Thank you. We want you to free yourself from the tyranny of the frame. Thanks.